Morning, everybody. I'm pleased to say that we've been able to drop in on Sarah Wordsworth Corpus Christi College this morning. I'm going to hand over to Sarah now. So can you tell us a little bit about your job and your role there at Corpus Christi College?
Hi, good morning. I'm Sarah. I'm the Conference and Accommodation Manager at Corpus. I've been there quite a few years now. I think it's 14. And over that time, my role and the role itself has developed. The largest part of my role currently is looking after the summer schools, which for a lot of colleges is the busiest time of the year. It's the peak season for us. That's 12 to 13 weeks. During term time, I work with my colleagues in the catering office to manage internal college events and also where we can to utilise the capacity of the college for external dinners, meetings and small residentials in the shorter VACs.
So very busy time of year for you, college life. Obviously very different at the moment because you're actually working from home. How are you coping with lockdown at the moment?
I've got to be honest, the first couple of weeks were really tricky. My husband and I both work full time. We've got 2 children who are 9 and 5. So homeschooling, juggling a busy work-life balance was really difficult.
Sure.
Also the type of person who enjoys getting up and out every day. So adjusting to being indoors for 7 weeks was really tricky to start with. Sort of thought I could, sit at my desk, in my kitchen, and that I could work 9 till 5 as usual, and the children would just sort of homeschool. But sadly, that's not to be. But now I think I am really enjoying it. It's still a balance and being much more flexible in my approach to when I can work and being a bit more lenient on the children and how much they can fit into their day. But we get on really well. We have an allotment, so we're down there most days, and we live in a nice part of Cambridge, so we've got open access to fields and a country park. So I think we've adjusted quite well, but those first couple of weeks were quite tricky.
Yeah, I think in a lot of these chats, people have been saying to them a routine has been really important, but I guess I'm sensitive to you is it's having that routine, but also having that flexibility to kind of go with the flow a little bit and not beat yourself up too much about all of your responsibilities at the moment, which must be huge. Have you developed any coping mechanisms other than getting outside into the park and fresh air? Anything else you'd like to share with us?
I think for me, the main thing is still getting up at a sensible time, even on weekends, not sort of laying in bed or running around in pyjamas most of the day. So still keeping a structure with our meals and getting up and sort of putting on my work clothes, so to speak, and getting the children ready, and then sitting at the table in the kitchen. So all our meals are at the table, we work at the kitchen table, or we sit outside in the garden to have meals around the table. So for me, still having that sort of sense of structure and routine, it just breaks up the day and the day quickly, actually.
Yeah, I've actually found that the days are flying by, and I think we're lucky to have been blessed with some beautiful weather recently, which and thankfully, like you, we have a garden, so it's been an absolute godsend at the moment. It sounds like kitchen's become the hub of life in the Wordsworth household at the moment. A little bit more about who you lock down with and your lockdown office.
So my lockdown office is the edge of the kitchen table. I'm just in the corner, so you can't see this, but the rest of the table is full up with the children's work things, and we have thankfully one more laptop which the children share their online learning. My husband has the luxury of the Mayfair suite upstairs in the bedroom, so he's in the quietest spot of the house. But for conference calls, we take it in turns to go and find a quiet corner. But very much of the house is in the kitchen around the table now with work and meals.
Wow. And that's obviously very different to the office that you have at Corpus Christi. What do you miss most about the venue?
It's funny because I've worked there such a long time now, but I still really miss the buildings. I mean, primarily I miss my colleagues. I really miss the team, working really closely with chefs, front of house, the housekeeper and the team of ladies that I work with in housekeeping. I really miss the hubbub and the busyness of life there. And with my job, I work with all the different departments. So it's a small college, but I know everyone really quite well. And we still meet regularly. We have a weekly meeting and with all the department heads. So we're still in touch with people, but it's not quite the same as going to the office and catching up with people. And going back onto email over the last few years, I think a lot of us have tried not to rely on email. In such a small college, you can pick up the phone or walk to court to see your colleagues. But I do really miss cycling in to Cambridge, walking around the buildings and seeing everyone. I miss having lunch in hall. I'm quite fortunate that we have lunch every day.
Yes, absolutely.
Making my own lunch has been enjoyable, but it's not quite the same as sitting in hall. So there's lots of small things, but for me, fundamentally, it's my colleagues. Also the beautiful buildings. I mean, it's such a beautiful college architecturally. For all these years, I'm still not really, I don't take it for granted.
Well, I think that's so true. We are so lucky to live and work in Cambridge, aren't we, and to see those buildings every day. But I think as soon as lockdown's over and we can get to the city again, I think we're all going to relish those moments so much more and appreciate it so much more. I keep seeing lots of online about new skills that people have learned during lockdown, and have probably been busier than ever, but have you done anything out of the ordinary or picked up any new skills during this period?
Nothing I could really shout about. I think we're new to being allotment keepers, so I suppose looking after the allotment has been a new skill. Sadly, I'm not taking up new sports or languages or anything, but I think one of the things that I have learned, particularly over the last 7 weeks, is just enjoying being at home and not cramming so much into my day. Normally our weekends and holiday times, it's cramming in lots of activities and doing lots of things for the children. And I've enjoyed and learned to just be and enjoy just the quieter family days. So no new skills, but possibly a newfound love of relaxation.
That's a skill in itself. Also, don't sell yourself short, because I think you've been a great school teacher as well, and children's supervisor. So when we get the go ahead to get back into town and back to college life again, what will be the first thing that you do when you can open those doors?
From a personal point of view, I was arranging a staff summer party, so if allowed, still really keen to get the staff summer party off, and that'd be the first time that we run that, so I'm quite excited about that. From a professional point of view, just really getting in touch with all our clients again. We work with a really good trainer. We've got a number of clients that we work with regularly, whether that's over the summer or through term. Just really keen to get back into the mix of things, really.
Sure, just re-establishing those connections, and I guess there'll be lots of adjustments still to be made. So even once you're back in college, I imagine it's going to be a busy time for you. But I think we're all desperate now for that human connection, aren't we, a little bit, and to see all of our work colleagues. But it's been really nice chatting to you, Sarah. I've been given everybody that I speak to the opportunity to just tell us the 3 most important and interesting college or their venue. Can you tell me what's your elevator pitch? What are the 3 important things and the best things about Corpus Christi College?
The 3 best things about Corpus are, firstly, the people. It's a really small, welcoming community, and everyone who visits Corpus has always commented on how friendly it is, from other colleges to clients. So that's our biggest selling point, actually, is the people. The location, we are primarily located in the centre of Cambridge, just off King's Parade with that lovely big clock. So I think a lot of people don't realise that we're there, but we've got such a great location. And the thirdly, and possibly one of the most important things, is the food. And a lot of colleges do boast about our food, but I do know that we do have the best food in Cambridge.
Yes, I like that passion and determination. And I think we're all missing that beautiful food as well. But it's been so lovely to talk to you. You take care, Sarah. Send my regards to the family, and I hope that we'll see each other again soon in person. Bye.
Thanks, Judith. See you later.